And what you end up finding is that every conversation with a narcissist is just an opportunity for them to, mine for your vulnerabilities and to manipulate you. They're just so skilled at finding out, what triggers you, and then keeping those triggers in the back of their mind. And they do that in the love bombing phase and the calm phase, where it's just like you let your guard down, say, oh, this person is so nice and so kind and gentle. And you know what, I'm going to tell you some of my vulnerabilities. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll put it here, and they'll put it here, and they'll put it here. And then afterwards, they're like, I didn't forget this. Now I want to act badly. Oh, but remember when And it's just a cover-up. It's just a smokescreen. And they do it like a spider that's just kind of knitting a web just to ensnare, innocent victims into their little trap. And in this trap, once you're in this trap, even your reactions to their bad behaviors sometimes is somehow to blame for the nonsense that what they're trying to do is cover up. What narcissists are trying to do is cover it up. And it's maddening. It's nutty. It's a complete distortion of reality. It's like some kind of weird dystopian acid trip where your reactions to their bad behavior is the cause of their bad behavior. No, it's not an excuse. The reaction to bad behavior wasn't the problem. It was actually the bad behavior that caused the reaction. And all you want to talk about is a reaction? How does that make sense? And as narcissistic relationships kind of start to develop, what you end up realizing is, they introduce new people into this mix. You start to experience, just these various forms of torment and abuse through triangulation by bringing in a third person or a fourth person. And it's a weird narcissistic theatrical production that they create. And on this stage, it's like the ground is constantly shifting, constantly moving. And the walls are shifting. And the stage that you're standing on is actually your life. And these new characters, the triangulation that narcissists bring in, like even those characters, they're not real. They're not who they seem. It becomes this confusing and terrifying experience. And then what do narcissists do? They push harder and push harder. They don't give you, there's no intermission, there's no breaks. And sometimes they'll even rob you of your sleep, keeping you up all night long, forcing you to, function on a third of a brain cell after being kept up all night. You know who does that? You know where that's done? It's done at Guantanamo Bay. It's a torture technique to break the will of victims. And it's so bent that narcissists use that sometimes. Here's the thing, narcissists don't break you. They actually make you a stronger version of who you are because they tested you. If you need help, if you need support, just, to reach out, just comment in Narc Recovery, and I'll post a link to my recovery program.